The book I'm choosing to review is Miss Nelson is Missing by Harry Allard, illustrated by James Marshall. In this book, the students of room 207 have a sweet and kind teacher, Miss Nelson. Miss Nelson is so sweet and kind that the students misbehave. They throw spitballs, they're just plain terrible, and Miss Nelson gets fed up. One day, Miss Nelson doesn't show up at school, and the kids end up with the worst substitute in the whole entire world.
A woman in an ugly black dress stood before them. "I am your new teacher, Miss Viola Swamp." And she rapped on her desk with her ruler. "Where is Miss Nelson?" asked the kids. "Never mind that," snapped Miss Swamp. "Open those arithmetic books." Miss Nelson's kids did as they were told. They could see that Miss Swamp was a real witch. She meant business. Right away, she put them to work, and she loaded them down with homework. "We'll have no story hour today," said Miss Swamp. "Keep your mouths shut," said Miss Swamp. "Sit perfectly still," said Miss Swamp. "And if you misbehave, you'll be sorry," said Miss Swamp. The kids in room 207 had never worked so hard. Days went by, and there was no sign of Miss Nelson. The kids missed Miss Nelson. "Maybe we should try to find her," they said. Some of them went to the police. Detective McSmog was assigned to the case. He listened to their story. He scratched his chin. He said. "I think Miss Nelson is missing." Detective McSmog would not be much help.
To find out if the kids in Miss Nelson's room find her, check out the book Miss Nelson is Missing. I love the illustrations. They appear to be done in watercolor, and if you look at Miss Nelson, you can see the soft lines. Miss Nelson has soft lines on her face. Let me give you an example of that. Pause. In this illustration, you can see the soft lines of Miss Nelson's face. The kids are also drawn in a similar way with soft, friendly lines. That's good. The lines in Miss Swamp are drawn kind of straight, jagged lines to show that she's mean and the villain of the story. When I substitute teach and I share this book with the students that I work with, it's really fun to do a Venn diagram and have the kids compare and contrast Miss Nelson and Miss Swamp. Students always come up with some really great answers, and then a nice activity to do with the students is to give them a sheet of paper and have older students, like 3rd, 4th grade, write several sentences on where they think their teacher for the day went. Younger grades, kinder, first, sometimes second, having them draw pictures as to where did their teacher go and why am I there as the substitute that day is a really fun activity. It's interesting to see what the kids say. Sometimes they'll put things like, "My teacher's at Six Flags," or "I think my teacher went to Walmart." Anyway, it's a real fun activity, and if you want to find out if the kids in room 207 ever get rid of the nasty Miss Swamp and find their sweet, kind teacher, Miss Nelson, again, you're going to have to check out this book, Miss Nelson is Missing.